Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Oral Health Management by Dr. Alka Khade. Last time we discussed about the composite filling, that is the intracoronal filling, that is called the direct filling. The patient come to us, we prepare the cavity and we do the filling. But today we will talk about the indirect filling. Indirect filling usually does with the patients having the weaker tooth structure or the cavity is too large. Then we have to fabricate the filling material outside the mouth and then fit it in the mouth itself. Such fillings are called indirect filling, that are onlays or inlays. You all can view in the picture, if there is a big cavity or cavity is within the tooth structure, we have to do the composite filling, that is the intracoronal filling. First we did the silver filling in the above picture and down picture showing the composite filling. Okay, normally we prepare the cavity and do the composite or glass ionomer filling, that we condense in the cavity and we use light cure for setting purpose. These fillings are the direct filling because we directly do in the mouth. But today we are talking about the indirect filling. In that procedure we have to prepare the cavity and make an impression, prepare the die on that, and on that die we have to fabricated wax pattern and then get casting done. It gold or whether it is ceramic. Nowadays it's using commonly, or you have to option today to scan the tooth preparation in the mouth and fabricated CAD/CAM restoration using ceramic. So now friends, you might understand the difference between the inlay and the onlay. Inlay is intracoronal restoration, that is within the tooth structure. Now we'll explain you intracoronal or extracoronal restorations. Intracoronal is residing the restoration within the tooth. It doesn't cap the cusp and doesn't cover the tooth structure. But in extracoronal, get an impression and fabricated outside the mouth and which covered all the cusp, which is ceramic only, is the classic example. Over the endodontically treated tooth is the best indication for an onlay. Entire occlusal surface is going to be covered by onlay. This is an extracoronal restoration. It might have an intracoronal component also. These must be the small part of the tooth cavity which goes into that and cover the occlusal surface and actually protect the tooth. This is my case after cementation of onlay. You cannot make out where the onlay begins and where the restoration ends and where the tooth begins. Same should have been done with the gold again. Choice is yours and depends upon the condition of the patient and the scenario. In some patient cases there is a severe attrition. That time we have to do the root canal, and over that we have to do the tabletop restorations. The restoration is bounded only on the top surface of the tooth. It can be made in ceramic and it is very strong and highly aesthetic. So friends, my humble request to all of you, don't go for extraction. If your tooth is weak or you are having a large cavity, we will save that tooth with the onlay and the inlay. See you soon with the next video. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.